Hey YouTube, what's going on? Today we have a video that I'm actually pretty excited about, and that's because we're talking about the Wurkkos TS11. Now this video won't be a full-fledged review. I think we'll cover a lot more in-depth information when we do the comparison videos. But for this one, I just want to talk about the TS11. We will cover the basic specifications of the light though. So let's look at size first. For the length, we're looking at 89.5 millimeters, and that's equal to 3.5 inches. A 40 millimeter head diameter, and that's equal to 1.5 inches. And for the weight, we're looking at 3.1 ounces without battery. For the emitter, it's got an SFT40 emitter. It's putting out 2000 max lumens at 606 meters and 94,000 candela. This does come with an 18350 battery. Now I put the lanyard on mine. I think it's really helpful to have. I don't think this light necessarily needs a pocket clip, especially because a lot of the competition doesn't come with pocket clips on these similar styled lights. However, please do note that on the lanyard, although it can tail stand, it does make it just a tad bit wobbly now. It is USB-C rechargeable. A couple really neat things about this light is that not only can you add an 18650 tube to get better run times out of it and make the light a little bit larger, and not only that, but you can swap out the tail cap for a magnetic tail cap that's also compatible with other models like the FC11 and a number of others. For the price, it runs right around $30. And the biggest thing about this light, other than the fact that it's got this cool orange color, this light is like a personal pocket-sized lightsaber. What it does with this TIR lens is it puts out a thin beam profile for a long distance. And let's be honest here, this really is a fun light. I've got some lights that are workhorses, but this one is a bit more of a toy. So what's cool is that it runs Android 2.0 user interface. Now I'm not going to go into every specific detail on how that user interface works in this, but I'll give you a little bit of insight. So for one, when you turn the light on, you can actually swap between what I'm in right now, which is smooth ramping, where it smoothly ramps up and down from the lowest to highest output and highest to lowest. But you can also switch over to step mode, which will swap between eco, low, medium, high, and then back down the steps as well. Now this actually has auxiliary lights because it's got Android. So when you click the button 7 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got those auxiliary lights on there now. And as you can see, the side switch matches whatever the auxiliary light is on the top. And you can actually pause this by holding on your 7th click to pause on a specific color. I set mine on rotating mode so it goes through all the different colors. And then of course when you turn the light on, that auxiliary light turns off. Turn the light off, and you're back to your auxiliary lights. Some other things with Android that makes this pretty neat is that it has its different strobe modes. Now those aren't just your standard strobes. It has a lightning mode, it has a candle mode, it's got a lot of cool features, a battery check mode. It's even got temperature regulation that you can manually set. For example, if you want the light output to go down at a certain degree, you can set that temperature on the light, and when it hits that temperature, it will then turn itself down. You can even set the floor and the ceiling for light output. So there's a lot of really cool things about this light. It's really neat to have, and honestly, like I said, it feels like a toy. It's fun to use, but most importantly is that beam profile is really neat outside. It's still usable. I will say that this light is not extremely usable indoors. It's got a very tight beam profile on it. So when it's nighttime and I want to light something up, as you see, there's not a lot of spill there going on in the background. So if I want to light something up, I have to aim this directly at whatever I'm trying to light up. So if I'm trying to light up that O on Cairo right there, then I've got to get that beam profile right on it at nighttime. It's not really going to light up much more than that. But I will tell you, when you're out in the middle of the night and you shine this thing, it looks like a lightsaber coming out. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some beam shots now of just this light. If you want to see more in-depth information on this light, But mainly, if you want to see how it competes to other lights, I'm going to be posting 2 new videos coming soon. Okay, so we're outside with the Wurkkos TS11. And let's just go directly into turbo mode into the sky to kind of give you guys an idea here of what I was talking about. Check that out. This is one of those flashlights that you can definitely pull out of your pocket, show your friends, and they're going to be actually pretty excited to see. Now let's see back there. You can see it easily reaches the back line of the fence. Even with being small, it's going to be able to go significantly further than the distance of this yard since it's a dedicated thrower. Alright, now let's go into a lower mode. And you can see you're pretty much just getting a narrow hot spot there. You're not getting any spill whatsoever. As I'm turning up the beam, you're getting more and more spill. But the way that this light's set up, with the head size, the TIR, and the way everything's set up, it's meant to be just a pencil beam thrower. This is more meant to be a fun light. So let's take a look at it inside. Okay, we're in the garage now, and it's very dark in here. Now let's say that you just came out here with this flashlight, and you want to light up, and I've got a LED bulb at the top here. If I want to light that up, you'll see I get a little bit of that spill there as I have this on a closer to in between low to medium mode. But I can get a really fine hot spot on that bulb. But as I turn down to a lower here, that's all you can see. So this is what I was talking about. When you're inside, if you don't want it up super bright, then basically you've got to aim it exactly where you're trying to point at, or else you're not going to see anything else, or you're going to have to turn it up brighter to be able to see more. So really enjoy this light, but just note, if you're going to purchase it, it is meant to be more of a fun light or more of an outdoor light. It's not so much great indoors. Thanks for watching.